Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I am back again doing your mid-January 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Taurus. Now, I did lay out a spread already. So I'm just going to kind of jump in. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. And if you'd like to have a private reading, check out my website, oracledaphne.com. I'll leave the link for you right here. And just all you need to do is pick a day and time from my calendar page, then email me what time you like and what day you'd like, and I'll get you in. It's very easy. I am back using my regular Shadowscape stack by Stephanie Puyi-Moon Law, and I'm just going to kind of jump right in. So the first thing that kind of caught my eye was you have this Eight of Swords card crossing you. For those of you who are new to my channel, I just kind of jump in for whatever, catches my eye. And the Eight of Swords is a card about karma, and it is also a card about a prison of your own making, or having restrictions, or feeling restricted, or feeling caught, or feeling like, just like dismal, like there's no hope, feeling just, like there's a dark cloud hanging over your head. Because literally it can, it looks like there's a dark cloud hanging over the swan's head, And so the thing is that, especially if you're in a relationship right now, this is a karmic relationship, and you are experiencing some karmic things. This is the Knight of Cups, which is connecting to this card. So you may have been in, or you may currently be in a relationship with the Knight of Cups guy. The Knight of Cups guy is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Libra male. Usually it's male. Sometimes it's female. It just depends. This is a karmic relationship. Karmic relationships are about lessons. And so it can be very difficult to navigate a relationship like that, because it's going to have a lot of challenges. You're going to feel a very strong attraction to each other in the beginning, but then as time goes on, it's almost as if you're not meant to be together in a romantic relationship. It's more like you're meant to be there learning from each other. And that's more like, you need to see them more as like a teacher for you. And some of you, may feel restricted because either this person is in a relationship, or you're in a relationship and you can't get out of it to be with this person, okay? One way or the other, there can be restrictions because the other person may be married, you may not be married. If you're married, you may have the hots for somebody who's not married, all these things. But I feel like it's more like, for most of you, it's just feeling restricted because of your outlook. Because for some of you, it's that person that says, well, I can't do this because I can't do this because of that, and I can't do that because of this, and I can't do this because of that, and I don't have a job, so I can't leave my relationship, and because I don't have a job, I can't leave the relationship, so we're just going around in circles in a relationship that's unhealthy. All these things, for some of you, it's not having, for some cases, it's not having a place to go should you leave your relationship, not having any kind of support system, feeling like you don't have, a way out. This is feeling like you don't have a way out. But the reality is you always have a way out. And Taurus needs to just go and do things. Obviously, Taurus does need to think things through just like everybody else, but it's more taking the action steps to make things happen and for the better. If you're looking for a job, this is you going and applying to as many as you can. It doesn't even matter if it's in the field that you want. And it doesn't even matter if it's the money that you want. This is saying, to yourself, because you have Five of Cups crowding you. How much longer should I have to wait for things to get better? You feeling like they suck, but you need to put the rose-colored glasses on and saying, you know what? I'm going to make things better. The quote, it's not what the world holds for you, it's what you bring to it. This person, which is in the negative side of Taurus, Taurus can be very emotional because their shadow is a Scorpio, okay? So it's this, very overwhelmed feeling, a lot of waterworks, a lot of crying, a lot of stress, a lot of feeling like I don't know what to do. Well, really, You just need to go and do something better, go and do something different than what you've been doing. And that's hard for Taurus. And it's also hard because you have the Eight of Swords, which is saying, Taurus, unless you learn to change, unless you learn to adapt, unless you learn to, go to the world and stop expecting the universe to bring it to you, then you will continue in the same situation. It'll be the same pattern over and over again. Some of you're waiting on something, okay? Because you have two cards about waiting. The Foundation is waiting, the Hanged Man, and what's crowning you is waiting, which is the Five of Cups. She is waiting for external circumstances to change. She is waiting for the world to become a better place without having to be better herself or himself. Okay, I have a lot of viewers who are women, so I apologize if I go into the female. But I talk about the female when I'm looking at a female card. I talk about the male when I'm looking at the male card. That's how I read. So you could be a guy, because the Five of Cups to me is a guy or a girl. Okay. You could be a guy and feel very overwhelmed and feel like you don't really know what to do. You may have lost your job, or you may have, gotten your heart broken, or you may have just gotten out of a relationship, or there may be something going on that's very upsetting to you, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. But until you really say, okay, I'm going to open up all the possibilities. I'm going to write down everything that's on my list of responsibilities and go in there and say, okay, what needs to change in order for me to feel better? Because waiting for other things to change, or waiting for your partner to change, trying to get your partner to change, waiting for, a job to come to you, if you're looking for a job, these are just examples. Or if you're looking for a new partner, you have to go out there and take the action steps to find them, because it's just not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen without you taking that effort. She is standing waiting for the ocean to bring something to her. She's waiting for that financial increase. She's waiting for that raise. She's waiting for the acknowledgement. She's waiting for new love, new opportunities. She's waiting for life to begin. Life just needs to begin today, this present moment, without fail. That needs to happen. Because I feel like money is flowing in. You may not think it's enough. You may think there could always be more. And of course, there always could be more. But for a lot of you, you need to understand that your money, it's not the money coming in. It's not the value is not in how much it was in your bank account, in the external circumstances of how much your job can bring to you. No, you need to believe that you are so money. That's the main thing. That's the key. Okay? Your ideas, your opinions, your gifts, your talents are important. My God is showing me this book. The last in the series is Bitter Blue. I think it might be by Kristen Cawshore. I'm not sure. It's a young adult book. But anyways, in the series, everybody has I think they call it a grace. Everybody has their own gift. Everybody has their own unique gift that God has given them, okay? Whether you admit it or not to yourself, you have a gift. You have gifts. And those gifts are what is unique to you. And those are worth something. And in our society, we put value into money that we go and we earn through a job that has nothing to do with who we are. That's external. So you need to learn about what's internal, what's inside, what is value, what you have inside to offer to the world, and understand your gifts and your value and know your worth, and that is really important. I feel like I'm starting to talk like one of those seminar people. But that needs to happen. Until you understand your own divinity, things don't change, okay? External circumstances don't change. When you come into your divinity, understand your values, your gifts have value. Your unique talents and gifts are worth something. When that happens, the universe opens up and starts pouring money into you. That's just how it works. You do have the Ace of Wands in the immediate future, so I'm going to wink here for you, Taurus. Wink twice for Taurus. This is passion. This is wanting to get it on for some of you. You may have a passion for something or someone. You know, in the middle of January, you may just kind of feel down in the dumps. But I do want to tell you that as January continues on, things will improve. But you have, again, actually, you have 4 waiting cards. I take it back. You have the waiting card, which is in the distant past, which is the Hanged Man, which is about needing inner strength and patience and focusing on your health. Some of you have not been well. Maybe you're waiting to get better. Maybe you're waiting for your health to improve. Or this could be somebody in your life as well. That's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. It could be also be you. But I do feel like because it's air, the Hanged Man is hanging in this air, it's like an air sign most of the time. Then you're waiting on something to come in. You're waiting either on financial improvement to come in, a new relationship to come in, Mr. and Mrs. Right to come in. You've got that. That's what's crowning you. And then in the future, sort of later into January, you've got the official waiting card, who's just sitting there camping out, going, I'm waiting for things to change. You know, this is waiting for a person to come back into your life. This is the, is he going to come back in card, okay? Waiting for a person to come in. And I want to tell you that I don't feel like if you're waiting on this guy, well, okay, Conan O'Brien style. I always do this. This guy rides into your life and then rides out of your life and then rides back into your life. I mean, clip, clop, clip, clop. I wish I had the sound effects, for the horse's hooves here. But that's how it goes. He will always come and go. It will never be permanent. It will never be commitment. Well, I'll take it back. Sometimes it's commitment. But if you have to wait for a guy, it's not going to be commitment when they come back. It's going to be a project rather than a relationship. Okay? # project rather than a relationship. And then the outcome... So we got the outcome as the waiting, the Hermit card, which is also internal processing. Kind of going in and being reflective. This is a positive outcome if you've been waiting for a long time. But again, if you're waiting for a guy to come back, the answer is no. Okay, pretend he's not coming back. You're probably going to hear from him again, but he's not coming back in the way that you want him to. Okay, he's not going to come back in the way that you think he's going to want to. Okay, so the answer to you is no. Okay, I do feel like in the future there's going to be a lot of positive things happening. You've got this passion card, so you're fired up about something. Then you have the 10 of Pentacles card, which is about big money. Okay, this is wealth. This is good financial time. Taurus, I want to say for you, you're not going to have to worry about money towards the end of January. You may be waiting on somebody to come back, or you may be waiting for something to happen, because there's these elements here of waiting. It's not always about a relationship. It can be on something just happening. But I don't feel like, and maybe it's for money to come in. I mean, the two are linking up. Maybe it's for money to come in. But I don't necessarily feel like the two necessarily go together. I feel like emotionally, you're waiting on something, and you want, whatever it is that you're waiting on, you think that thing is going to bring you happiness. It's not necessarily going to, so I want to tell you that right now, okay? The 10 of Pentacles, though, is a separate card. It is about financial increase. It is about abundance. It is about being very high-powered in career, very focused on career, very successful in career. So this is like the green light to career time for you. It may not be so much. You may just be in a sucky relationship, wanting to leave your relationship. For those of you who are happily married, this is obviously not applied to you. I just want to say that. Or those of you who are happily in a partnership, girlfriend, boyfriend, this does not apply to you. And then you also have the Star card, which is blessings from heaven. This is a female. I usually see this as a deceased loved one that is female, that is looking out for you. But you also have to see this is going through a time of transition, and there's money flowing around her. And this is a lot of times the medium, somebody who has medium ability. For those of you Taurus, ladies who maybe have your own channel, you're a psychic medium, like me. This is having that ability. But it's also one of the star cards. And the star card is a card that is about being well known. This is about being the star. Some of you may be film stars, actors, actresses. I'm getting a tingle on that. so that's, some of you are that way. This is maybe your goal. Your goal may be to become famous, but in a way you have fame and fortune, which is similar to, I think, Aquarius. You may be in a relationship with an Aquarius, to that energy. So, or you may have, your best friend may be an Aquarius, or you may know someone that's an Aquarius. It's very well known. You could be best friends with like Ellen or Oprah or somebody like that. I'm just saying, they're Aquarius ladies. Jennifer Aniston too, So yeah, I'm seeing that things are going to be very good for you financially, very good for you career-wise. And some of you are going to be getting engaged. Whoever it is that's coming in that's new for you, there's a lot of passion in this relationship. Some of you, again, you have to be careful because, again, you have a little bit of this karma thing going on. If it's not going to be karma for all of you. It's just going to be feeling restricted. Be careful what you get into, Taurus. Be careful that you don't get into a relationship because there's a strong, passionate lust connection. It's easier said than done, I know, but I'm just saying you got to be careful because a lot of times it's only going to end up being where, this person is the kind of person that, you feel very strong attraction to. And then you end up getting engaged. And then you find out that they cheated on you on your wedding night, okay? Or you find out that they cheated on you a week, on your honeymoon. Or you find out they cheated on you like a week to a month after you got married. And this is kind of like drama at its finest, okay? Be careful of what you're getting into. Those of you, I don't see any guys coming in aside from this person. So if you're waiting on him to come back or you're in the future to continue on in this relationship, I feel like things are going to improve only to get to a point where you need to learn a lesson or learn something that's karmic, okay? Which a lot of times has to do with lying, cheating, negative stuff. For those of you, I want to say, for those of you ladies who are dating other females, this is a great time for you. Taurus ladies dating other females. Taurus guys, I really don't see you very much in this picture at all. So either you're dating a lot of women, Taurus guys, or you're gonna have multiple. I want to say you're gonna have several options. One lady could be the star person, which is an Aquarius. And one other lady could be another Taurus, Capricorn, or Aries female. You gotta watch out for her though, because she can be a little bit of a gold digger. I'm just saying, a little bit of a gold digger. This one, either she has money or she's looking to have financial security. So you need to be careful about that. Some of you are going to be just, focusing on your family, focusing on your kids, spending a lot of time with family. But anything to do with romance, you need to really listen to the red flags here. Okay, this is where I tell you red flags in the month of January, the last part of January, for relationship. Okay, because if it's this past relationship, I feel like you're headed into things. It's almost like things are going to improve, but then it's sort of like you're going to find out something later. Okay, it may not even happen in January. It may happen in February or March or something. You find out, or you decide, you don't want to be in this relationship anymore, and you end up cheating on them. Maybe they've already cheated on you, or maybe your relationship's going downhill. Whatever the situation is, you've got to watch out for that. Because I don't necessarily trust this Knight of Cups person with the karmic card right next to it. I just don't. And I don't necessarily see you meeting somebody new in the immediate future in this reading. So anybody that comes in towards the end of January, be on the lookout for. I don't necessarily feel like they're going to be in your life if they do come in for very long. And if this Knight of Cups comes back, because you're manifesting it and because you're texting them all the time or you're emailing them all the time, then you got to make sure, you got to understand that to me it's more passion, more lust, it's more karma driven, which means it's going to lead to problems down the line. So I would not make it a long-term relationship if I was you, okay? I would, this is the person, okay, this is what I was saying before. This is the guy that comes in after not seeing you for so long and then they propose. No. Say no. Say no. Who cares about the diamond ring? Who cares about the dress? Who cares about the ceremony? It's not gonna work if they're proposing and they're not acting, they're only doing it to get back with you. It's just not the right thing, okay? Some of you actually may have been to prison. I hate to say this, but some of you may actually have been to prison. If you have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius partner, this may have been taking a toll on them, okay? For whatever reason, and the whole situation was just very emotionally very volatile. Crying one day, angry the next. Emotions being all over the place, temper issues. So for some of you, for very few, I don't feel like it for a lot, but I feel like for very few that did come to me, it is possible that's your situation. And things will improve for you financially going forward. But it is also taking time to process what's just happened, what's gone on. You need to take time to do that. Again, we are in Mercury retrograde, so things may be delayed. I feel like with 4 waiting cards, there's going to be some delays in the month of January. Make sure you plan for it. Make sure you take enough time. You say, okay, I'm leaving enough time to get from point A to point B, because there may be unexpected things that come up. There is nothing blocking you per se towards the end of January. It's like a free ride towards the end of January. So, even I could even say that, almost the entire 2 weeks it's going to feel much easier for you. But I have to say, not for everybody, because you have this 8 of Swords there. The only way it's going to improve is if you make it happen, number 1. And number 2, the only way it's going to get better is if you really take a look at who you are and let that unleash it on the world, for yourself in a way. But great time for finances, great time for career. If you are looking for a job, it's a positive outcome. Keep applying, though. That's what I would say. Keep applying if you are looking for one. Other than that, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for, again, liking, subscribing, sharing all my videos. I really appreciate it. Definitely check out my website, oracledaphne.com. And check me out on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, and for those of you who already follow me on Twitter, I do post a lot, and I do try to respond to everyone. So yeah, definitely follow me on Twitter. So it's at Oracle Daphne. So yeah, I'm gonna send you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, thanks so much. Take care.